Hello students of South Lake Carroll, I'm Brad Brannigan.
And I'm Brad Brannigan.
And this is your daily SLBC news. Today we have a spiral of events of epic proportions, but first we go to Quilafrica Shaniqua with breaking news.
Thank you, Brad. A recent development has just now taken place with two young couples running rampant through the forest, screaming and yelling at each other, wreaking havoc through the neighborhood. Back to you, Brad.
Thank you, Quiniko Shaniqua. We'll be back for Quiniko Shaniqua for more on this developing news. But now, we go to Brad for the weather.
Thank you, Brad. As you can see, it's a 100% chance of rain for the next couple of weeks. Almost as if something mystical is happening. Back to you, Brad.
Thank you, Brad. We have a developing missing person story on famous actor Nicholas Bottom, who was reported missing by a local theater group yesterday afternoon. If you have any information on his recent disappearance, please contact 911.
Now we go back to Quilafrica Shaniqua with further on this developing story.
Thank you, Brad. And Brad, I have been able to apprehend this complicated situation with the two women. So, girls, can you tell me what happened here?
Sheeta stole my man.
I don't even love him. I love Lysander.
You should have told that to Demetrius.
I did.
Whoa. So you stole her man, but she stole your man, but he doesn't like you because of your, beauty.
Exactly.
Sounds like you two need a purple flower.
What is a purple flower gonna do for us?
Back to you, Brad.
Thank you, Quilafrica Shaniqua. We will be back with this complicated story, but for now we go to a human interest story over our king, Theseus.
Thank you, Brad. Now, on to an interview with the king of Athens, Theseus. So, Theseus, what do you have for breakfast this morning?
I had an omelet with some tomatoes. Thank you for asking.
Theseus, he is so great.
So, Hermia, how do you feel about King Theseus of Athens?
I mean, I guess he's pretty great, but I ran away because of him, so he's okay.
Theseus, he is our king. Theseus!
So, Lysander, how do you feel about King of Athens, Theseus?
I mean, I really feel that he cares about us, even during this hard time during the middle of his own marriage, man. It's great.
4 kids problems don't matter to me. I really want to get married.
Theseus! Everybody loves him. Everybody loves Theseus.
Theseus? I think he feels threatened by his wife, or soon-to-be wife, Queen of the Amazons. I don't really think he cares about us. So Theseus, how do you feel on your recent engagement to the Queen Hippolyta of the Amazons?
I'm wearing the pants of this relationship.
Sir, you're wearing a toga. Back to you, Brad. What a fantastic song. We now go into further detail over breaking news over two insane couples in the forest.
Yes, thank you, Brad. It appears that the two couples in the conflict have resolved their troubles, and I have the two gentlemen with us now. So, gentlemen, can you tell me how this problem was resolved?
We worked it out.
Dude, that's not what happened. We were all in the forest, and there was all the love feelings, scattered and stuff. And then it went and it all worked out.
Yes, but did we work it out?
Yeah, duh.
You're an idiot.
Okay, I believe that is all. Thank you, gentlemen. Back to you, Brad.
Thank you, Quilafrica Shaniqua. We will come back to these two crazy couples in the forest, but for now, we go to Brad with an interview with Donald Trump over the recent disappearance of famous actor Nicholas Bottom.
Thank you, Brad. Hello, Mr. President. Thank you for joining us today.
Yes, Donald Trump, Trump, President of the States of the United, Donald Trump.
Yes, of course. And what do you think about the recent disappearance of the famous actor Nicholas Bottom?
So sad, Brad. I'm so sad. Love Bottom almost as much as America loves me, Donald Trump.
Yes, of course. But do you think this will affect the Broadway appearance of the play Pyramus and Thisbe?
Love Pyramus and Thisbe. I assure you, I know everything about Pyramus and Thisbe. It's a great show. I assure you, it's a great show.
Yes, of course. But how will Bottom's disappearance affect this multi-million-dollar show?
So terribly, Brad. So terribly. It'll affect this multi-million-dollar show so terribly. Love pyramid.
Mr. President, do you have any idea what pyramid synthesy is about?
I have no idea what pyramid synthesis is about.
Yes, of course, Mr. President. We do have a request from Bottom's fans that you put on his most famous costume from his show in order to honor him in this difficult situation.
Yes, of course. Anything for the people of America. How do I look?
Like an ass. Thank you. Back to you, Brad.
Thank you, Brad. Strange but true. Scientists have discovered that in the late stages of development, a part of the brain known as a parangulate sulcus forms. This structure is involved in planning, thought, and judgment, and the size varies among people, although the absence of this structure could be the prominent role in hallucinations and schizophrenia.
Haha. Almost as though they're living in a dream, Brad, and this is a final attempt by modern doctors to wake them up, and all they need to do is wake up. Please, wake up.
Of course, Brad. For our final story tonight, we switch once more to see what has become of the four lovers in the past 3 hours.
Thank you, Brad. Since we have last checked in, the four lovers have all gotten married, and here's two of them now. So how long have y'all been in love?
A whole 3 hours.
Wow, that's quite a long time.
Yes, but I've been in love with them for so long!
Back to you, Brad.
Yes, well, this concludes our segments for tonight. Finally.
But before we end, we would like to add that it is rather strange that there are constant fluctuations in the day and that only one couple could be interviewed at a time. Of course, this is because our group did not realize the major time commitment that this project was going to take, but this is our reality, not yours. I'm Ron Burgundy. Stay classy, San Diego.